What's up, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. I'm not much of a vlogger and I hate doing vlogs because it grabs way too much attention from the public.
Oh god.
See what I mean? Anyways, so today we're gonna be doing this vlog. I have a couple things I want to do, and the only reason I'm doing it is to give you guys a full-on depth review of the G Master 16 to 35. Now the reason I'm vlogging is because if you get this lens, you are obviously going to be either vlogging or you're a landscape photographer. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be trying to cover today. Alright, peace. Okay guys, so I just pumped gas and just got my coffee. Better than Starbucks, by the way. I'm gonna need that because if I don't drink that coffee for you guys are gonna be hella bored and you're just gonna click away. But yeah, I'm just giving you guys an update. So we pumped gas, now we need to go to the car wash, and then finally I get to vlog in public, which I'm not really that excited about, but I'm gonna do it for you guys anyways. So yeah. Okay guys, so we just took a couple dope shots right now. We took some not under the bridge. What the hell? See, that's why I don't vlog. I like to do my stuff scripted. That way I don't look dumb in front of the camera. But we took some nice shots near the water with some rocks, and we just took some nice landscape shots of the city of Boston. And that's as much information as you guys are getting from where I live.
That's up here.
That's a what?
Up here.
Up here? That's the location name?
No.
Oh.
The location is, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I took pictures of Boston. Stop trying to correct me. So yeah, I'm gonna try to take more pictures of Boston. While Elizabeth thinks she can correct. You know, if you're so good, why don't you talk?
No,
Why don't you talk?
I was giving you freaking information to put on the vlog.
Anyways, okay, so yeah, so I just took some dope pictures of Boston. Now, what I'm gonna try to do next, I don't know if I want to stay into this location because there's a lot of people here and I'm camera shy in front of people. Unless it's in the house. Maybe we're going to change locations. I'm trying to get as many landscape shots to show you guys kind of what this lens is for. So far, I love it. It's actually funny because I did a review on it. Not really a review. Kind of telling you guys what lens I should buy. And I thought I loved the 70 to 200. But then I used the 16 to 35 and I fell in love with that, and then Elizabeth got it for me.
Yeah.
I got a little bit mad, but then I'm happy now. Alright guys, we're gonna see if we change locations, and yeah. Also, this thing is heavy. Ugh.
Forearm workout.
See, I'm using the Sony A7R III, and the reason I'm using this and not the 6400 is because the 6400 doesn't have IBIS. So all the footage that you guys would be seeing would be all shaky and stuff. So what I'm trying, that's why I wanted to use this one. And the G Master 16 to 35 doesn't come with image stabilization either in the lens. So that's why I'm using this, but it's really heavy and that's why I don't vlog. Because I don't really have the setup for that. But I'm doing this for you guys, and I was trying to do it all day yesterday, but it was raining. I really use that as an excuse, but it really was raining though. And Elizabeth was screaming at me all day yesterday.
What? You're lying at?
She really did. Alright guys, we're gonna see if we change the scenery a little bit.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm vlogging right now even though people are looking at me and I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but whatever. Anyways, like I said, this thing is heavy. So freaking heavy. I'm trying not to swear because I don't want YouTube to ban my content. Alright guys, so we're in front of this nice shot. I'm about to take a couple pictures for you guys so you guys can see the landscape photography for this lens. So yeah, just take a look. Okay guys, so we're at a different part right now. I don't know if you guys can see the view. Hopefully you guys can, because I still have it at f9. I'm gonna take some nice pictures for you guys so you guys can see the quality of the lens. Alright guys, so like I said, we're in another park. It took some nice shots. One thing I really like about this lens is that pretty much, since I have the Peter McKinnon variable ND, even though I'm shooting at a f9, sometimes you know, like there's so much light still coming in because it's a really cloudy, it's a really sunny day. So having that variable ND really makes a big difference. I got a lot of nice cloud shots, awesome landscape shots, got the grass, got a lot of shadows in it. But one thing I'm noticing is that if you guys are gonna get this lens for landscape photography, make sure you guys get a variable ND. It's gonna be a real necessity for you guys. You guys are gonna need it. I'm glad I actually had it. I had this one in my 24-70 before, and so pretty much I had it in my 24-70, so I didn't have to purchase it again, and I didn't want to waste another $300. But when I start shooting with both cameras, I am gonna have to buy a new one. Oh, my leg is hurting. But yeah, so like I said, if you're gonna get this lens, make sure you get a variable ND. Other than that, this lens is awesome. I've gotten some really nice shots. I'm not much into landscape. I'm more of a portrait type of person. That's why I really like the 24-70. I just bump it all the way to 70 or 55, and I get awesome shots. But I'm gonna try to vlog a little bit more with it. Like I said, vlogging with this kit is really, really heavy. Like, I don't recommend you getting, if you're gonna get a lens, I think you're better off getting the G4 from Sony, because it's a lot lighter and it has OS for image stabilization. So, and also you can use that on the 6400, because if the lens has it and the body doesn't, that's alright, because if one of them has it, that's what matters the most. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get more pictures here for you guys, and yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I brought out my 6400. I put the 24-70 on to shoot some B-roll with the A7R III. I got the 16-35 on this, and I just want to shoot some B-roll for you guys. So yeah, Elizabeth is gonna be behind the camera, so I'm leaving it for her just to press record. Okay, I'm not gonna let her manually touch it because she's gonna mess it up. But yeah, so I'm gonna shoot this at 120. So yeah, let's take a look. Alright guys, now that I ate and I'm pretty much ready to go, so pretty much these are my final thoughts for the 16-35 f2.8. So for vlogging, it's a good lens, but it's more on the heavier side for sure. Since this lens does not have the OS, the optical steady shot, I was forced to use my Sony A7R III. Now obviously with the Sony A7R III and the 16-35 f2.8 and the microphone, it was kind of a heavy set. Ultimately, I wish I would have been able to use my 6400 and the 16-35 G Master, but since none of them have optical steady shot, my footage would have looked shaky. I mean, it already looked kind of shaky, but without it, it would have looked even worse. So that's kind of like a downside of this lens, that it doesn't have optical steady shot. But if you're like okay with the weight, then by all means get this lens. You're not gonna get disappointed. But honestly, I feel like if you were to get the the 16 to 35 f4, you honestly wouldn't be disappointed, because that one does have optical steady shot. So with optical steady shot, you can actually put it on the 6400 and you'll have a really good set, including the microphone. It'll be a lot lighter. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind if you're going to be using this lens for vlogging. I mean, my arm still hurts, to be honest with you guys. Like I said, I'm not much of a vlogger. I'm more of a stay inside and make content inside these four walls. But I did want to try something new, and I wanted to give you guys an honest review, and the only way to do that was to take it out there and show you guys. Also, something to think about real quick is that the difference between the f4 and the 2.8 is that it's 160 grams of a difference. Now I know what you guys are thinking, oh, 160 might not be a big deal, but it really is. Honestly, I feel like if you're gonna make a kit for vlogging, the lighter it is, the better it's gonna be for you. I'm not a vlogger, obviously. You guys are gonna see how terrible this vlog is, or you guys already seen how terrible this vlog is, but I'm not a vlogger, so I'm used to using these bigger cameras. You know, when I'm using them, I'm inside, I'm not outside most of the time. So, but just something to keep in mind, 160 grams, and it's a lot smaller. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. All right, now let's talk about photography. I'm not much of a landscape photographer, I'll tell you guys that right now. But this lens, when it came to the photography shots that I took today, the landscape photography shots, honestly, this lens with the A7R III, I feel like it's the best bang for your buck. The images are so sharp from corner to corner, like you can pixel peep if you want and it'll still be really, really sharp. And I also took landscape shots both on 16mm and on 35, so you guys can see kind of like the difference. But honestly, if there's a lens that you want to get for this, I think this is for landscape photography. I think you cannot go wrong with this lens. Now also something to keep in mind, when I was using this lens, I didn't really use the 2.8 aperture on this, only when I was vlogging. But obviously for most photographers that do landscape, you guys know you guys are going to be at a higher aperture. So my pictures on this one were between f8 and f10. Just so that I want everything to be clear, I want everything to be sharp. That's pretty much what landscape photography is about to begin with. Now, one thing I did notice is that if you're gonna buy this lens and you're going to be out there in the sun and all types of conditions, something that you really want to invest in is on a variable ND. Now, as you guys know, I use the McKinnon variable ND, the 2 to 5 stop. And honestly, you can't go wrong with that. But if you want cheaper options, there are cheaper options for that. You don't have to, I think it's like 200, 250, 300 bucks for that. So it's a lot of money to cough up, but just remember there's different options out there, but I definitely recommend it. There's a lot of situations where I was just twisting the 2 to 5, you know, adjusting my ISO and my shutter speed. But altogether, it was a great kit together. But if you don't have the variable ND, there's gonna be some downsides to that. But pretty much overall, it's an amazing lens for video and for photo. So I do recommend this lens, but if you're the type of person that doesn't want to spend 2,200 bucks on this lens, I really suggest you get the f4. I don't really see much of a purpose for getting this unless you're just, I mean, not even for vlogging, because when you're vlogging, if you're an f4, because that's the lowest it's going to go, and you're holding it right here, the back is going to be blurry, not as blurry as with the f2.8, but it's still going to be blurry enough. Just me personally, for the content that I make for you guys and for my videos, I want the highest quality at all times, so which is why I purchased the f2.8. But other than that, I think you guys are better off getting the f4. You know, your wallet will thank you and so will your arm, because this thing is heavy, man. It's really, really heavy. So that's just something to keep in mind. Overall, it's an awesome lens. I just feel like this is more if you're really into a professional type of landscape photography. Vlogging, like I said, honestly, you guys are better off getting the f4 version of this lens. I don't know the price from the top of my head, but I know it's going to be a lot cheaper than this lens. But that pretty much concludes today's video, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys got value out of today's video. You know, tell your friends, tell your friends' friends, tell your uncle, to tell your aunt. I'm just kidding, but if you want to, you know, that's great, because I'm trying to get those subs and those views a lot higher than what they are right now. But anyways, guys, thanks for spending the day with me pretty much. I know this was a really bad vlog, but just to show you guys that I'm not a vlogger. I'm more of an in-studio type of guy. But yeah, just, you know, take care and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.